Hi, this is Todd, and I've got a 2022 300 XCW TPI that I bought used with about 77 hours, and it's having an issue, and this issue is not seem to be captured on other YouTubes that I've seen, so thought I would run people through my troubleshooting. You obviously saw in the first video that it's sputtering at high RPMs, so it runs great at low RPMs, and it's sputtering at high RPMs. So the first thing that I looked at was crankcase pressure sensor, and I just swapped the ambient with the crankcase pressure sensor to see if that would clean it up. I also cleaned out the hose and the housing, looked at the housing cracks, the tray that it goes in. I checked that. Really no change from doing that. I also tried air bypass adjustments. I put the idle screw mod in and then tested it out with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 turns out on the air bypass. Really no change at all in the high RPM. That really mostly affects the low RPM. I also tried the power valve to see if that would do anything. I tried a flush. I tried it 1, 2, and 3 turns in. No change there. Tried to check for a leaky throttle body. Inspected to tighten the clamps and didn't see anything there either. So then I checked the compression and note that I had a fairly inexpensive compression test kit. So the fitting was not the full extra length fitting. It was shorter than a regular spark plug. So that's going to be a little bit lower pressure as a result. And I got 125 PSI. Adjusting that to sea level, I live in Colorado, so adjusting that to sea level puts it at 145, roughly, sea level, which it should be around 190. So that kind of points to possibly a new top end. So I went ahead and put a new top end in it. I did the Slavens kit with the easy clips and the B piston. I did that at about 80 hours. I'm going to note here that there's a ring gap thing that's unclear on what the minimum ring gap should be when you are checking that. So if anybody has any questions, they can certainly reach out to me on that. The original piston rings and cylinder look great, no scratches or wear marks. But I went ahead and replaced the piston rings and cleaned the power valve, set the deck height, did the power valve adjustment. Everything looks really good with that. And as a result, it runs really strong at low RPM, but really didn't change the higher RPM sputtering and surging. So next, we're going to talk about the throttle position sensor, and I will show that to you in a minute.
Okay, I've got the wires, back testing wires in. One at the black and one at the yellow. And give it turned on, it looks like we're getting 6.3. Oops. I turn the throttle. It's going up pretty regularly to 4.26, 0.63. 4.26. Okay. Okay, some bizarre behavior here with the new sensor in place. This is what's instead of 0.6, I'm getting 0.24. I'm turning. Took me a while to get there, about quarter throttle before it moved. Moves slowly up, and it only goes to 2.19. So I'm turning. It only starts there. At about a quarter throttle, it starts to move. That's just weird.